What is going on, BlissfulBash MTG? Today we're going to show you my little Pantlaza deck. This is going to be somewhat of a more of a budget commander deck. Still expensive, but this is not CDH. This is my lowest, I would say, competitive deck. There is one card that I am, excuse the whoopsie doozies. There is one card that's in here that I will be replacing with a different dinosaur. So before we get into this, I just want to start out by saying, if you would please be so kind as to smash the like button on this video, comment if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going to do a huge giveaway at 500 subscribers. We'll also be doing a huge giveaway and when we hit 250 Discord members, so be sure to check out the Discord. And then when we hit 2,000 members in the Facebook group, we're going to do another giveaway also in the Facebook group. If you want to get in on Modern Horizons 3 pre-orders, that's where you're going to find that all. And it's super cheap compared to everything online. So check out our Facebook group to get in on box battles, pull boxes, pre-orders. You can get super cheap product if you're a patron. So the description down below as well, there's the patron link. If you want to get super cheap product, you get discounted pricing on pretty much everything. You get bonus spots and pull boxes. There's special patron tournaments every now and again. There's a giveaway every single month. And lastly and not least, check out sihobby.com. 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 Get some boxes, get some sealed product from them. Use code BASHFAM, BASHFAM, at the end of your checkout to save an additional 10% off product that's already below TCG pricing, low, and more. You're helping out a great couple of owners, Jason and Arthur. They do it full time. So this is the more sales we give them, the more product they can get allocated from the distributor. And also I get a commission from helping them get sales. So it helps me, helps you with your wallet, and it helps a couple of great guys that own SI Hobby. So without further ado, we're going to be looking at my Pantlaza Sun Favored commander deck. This deck is by far one of my favorite decks. There's no rhyme or reason as far as the way this deck, I've been playing it, so it's not organized as I would like it to be. Cultivate, got to get that mana ramp. Bonehard Dracosaur, this card for sure is a big player in this deck. It's got a lot of interaction with what we're doing. Wrathful Raptors. Whenever a dinosaur you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dinosaur. It's a 5/5 trample, 5-drop. Pretty decent. It makes it kind of scary for people to want to deal damage to you. Hunt Master, obviously dinosaurs cost 1 less to cast. Tap, target dinosaur gains haste until end of turn. This can get a little crazy. Raging Regisaur, whenever Regisaur attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target. Very useful. 4 for 4/4 with that ability, not bad. We do have a Jeweled Lotus to cast our commander out, get our commander out, possible turn 1. Mox Opal, Sneak Attack. This gets nasty with this deck. Pay 1 mountain. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste. Sacrifice the creature at the beginning of the end step. So basically, there's ways to sneak attack a creature in, be able to discover with him on there, and then get multiple things going at one time. Sneak attack, disgusting. Ripjaw Raptor, whenever Ripjaw Raptor is dealt damage, draw a card. There's multiple ways to deal damage to my own creatures. Obviously, Cavern of Souls, you know what we're picking, fairies. Ancient Tomb, we got the Taiga. We got the Exotic Orchid, Plains, Mountain, Thriving Heath, add 1 mana, add Plains, or 1 mana of the chosen color. Enters the battlefield, choose a color other than white. So, pretty much a dual land in my... Thriving enters the battlefield tap. So it enters the battlefield tap, which kind of sucks. Jungle Shrine, Forest. If it didn't, that'd be a super expensive card. Chroma's Will. Choose 1 if you control a commander. You may choose John Wilkes Booth. Both creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until end of turn. Creatures you control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until end of turn. This is essentially a game-winning card at some point in the game. It's quite possible. Rescuer's Expertise, definitely huge card draw advantage in this game. Play 6, you may draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control, which could be anywhere up to 12, you know, stupid. And then you may cast a spell with mana 5 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. It's a 6-drop, But you know what? If I can draw even drawing 4 cards and then also being able to do that, it's very worth it. Xenagos, God of Revels, fantastic card. Is destructible. As long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Xenagos isn't a creature. The best part about this card, at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and gets +X until end of turn, where X is that creature's power. Stupid. This goes dumb. Dinosaurs go brrr. Trample. When trampled Carnosaur enters battlefield, discover 5, plus it can stack with discover this, and then pay 3, discard trampled Carnosaur, deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It's a nice little bounce effect not bounce effect, but it's nice to be able to have that effect on top of it as well. 7/6, trample, cost 6, not a bad card. Temple of the False Gods, fantastic card. Nature's Claim, destroy target artifact or enchantment control against 4 life. Obviously, that's used in a lot of green decks. Plateau, Canopy Vista, Migration Path, Etali Primal Storm. This is another big mess in this deck. You get this out, tables are turning and targeting you. Whenever Etali Primal Storm attacks, exile a top card of each player's library. Then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. Goes dumb. Doubling Season, no words need to be said. Arcane Signet, Stomping Ground, Mountain, Marauding Raptor. Creature supposed to cast cost 1 less. So there's multiple cards in here that can make it super cheap to get my dinosaurs out. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0. Again, multiple ways to deal damage to my creatures because it's going to be multiple things that interact with being dealt damage. Hunting Velociraptor, dinosaur spells you cast have Prowl 3. So what that means is I can cast a dinosaur, any dinosaur, in my hand for 3. So this card is stupid. I have a feeling if they never reprint this card, we're going to be seeing the $100 range for a dinosaur card like this. Rampant Growth, Path to Exile. This deck is so much fun, you guys. I will be posting a deck list for this. I also have my Atraxa deck that I'll be posting up next. The One Ring, it's pretty much in all of my decks at this point. It is so good. Such a powerful card, ramp draw. Prismatic Vista, Scytheclaw Raptor. Whenever player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, Scytheclaw Raptor deals 4 damage to them. Just another bonus to having this out and people being kind of weary about what they're going to do. From the Rubble, fantastic enchantment in this deck. At the beginning of your end step, I basically get to return a creature card of a chosen type, which is going to be dinosaurs, to the battlefield with Finality counter on it. So this card I'm actually going to take out. And then it's going to be a it's the one dinosaur where if it takes damage, it creates a copy of itself. It's coming in the mail. I'm just going to take this out, replace it with that dinosaur, because, again, I'm not trying to go crazy with this. I even took out my Gaia's Cradle from this. So we're going to go down in a budget on this one. Lifecaster's Bestiary, not terrible. Fortified Village, Esper Sentinel, one of the more high-end CEDH playable cards that everyone's using to get that card ramp draw. Rampaging Brontodon, fantastic card. I love this card. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. It's a 2/3 flying for 3, not bad. Fury Clam Snarl, Keswick Wolf Run. Target creature gets +X/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Depending on the situation, this card could be really good late game, being able to do some damage. Mox Amber, Zetalpa Primal Dawn. It's just one of those cards that I'm hoping to get out with Discover, just to really kind of throw the table for a loop. Temple Garden, Chrome Mox. This card has seen an uptick in price. Curious Altasaur, Vigilance Reach. Whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Again, multiple card ramp draws in this deck. Defense of the Heart, no words need to be said about that. Fantastic. Terramorphic Expanse. It's Quinth, Firstborn of Jithith. When Itzquith Firstborn of Jithith enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Just a little fun thing to be able to do when it enters the battlefield. And there's things to balance it, you know. Sacred Foundry, Gaia's Cradle. Again, like I said, I'm taking that out. Thriving Bluff, Forest, Mana Crypt, you know what it is. Belligerent Yearling, whenever another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Belligerent Yearling space power become equal to that creature's power until end of turn. It's nothing crazy. This is just kind of early game, trying to get some stuff working on the board. The Party Tree, the Great Hand. I love this card because we're going to have some big, powerful creatures to be able to bump that mana cost down. Chandra's Ignition. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. Definitely a fun little card that I love. Eternal Witness, Clifftop Retreat, Zakama Primal Calamity. Obviously one of those cards that was downshifted from Mythic to Rare, but needs to be in the deck. Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, little mana ramp, if you know what I mean. Unclaimed Territory, Smothering Tithe. Again, let's get some treasure tokens out there. Ranging Raptors. Whenever Ranging Raptors is dealt damage, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Again, we're dealing damage, guys. Verdant Sun's Avatar, let's get some life going. Savannah, Weta, Trainer, Prodigy. Target I control fights another target I control, or a person that other people control. This ability costs 2 less to activate if it targets 2 creatures I control. So basically it's saying if I pay 1, tap this, I can have my dinosaur deal damage to me and some creature I control, and then I can have multiple effects go off. Because if a creature you control being dealt damage causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger that ability, it triggers an additional time. Holy shit. Wayward Tooth, let's get an extra land out there, a little mana ramp. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. When Ghalta Stampede Tyrant enters the battlefield, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. This, again, is an 8-drop for 12/12 trample. Late game, possible game ender type deal situation. Henneth Anun, Reflecting Pool, fantastic Surge Full of Mythic Path of Ancestry.com. Jessica's Will, fantastic card. Everybody knows about this by now. Mosswort Bridge, interesting card. If you play this card, it enters the battlefield tapped. You put 4 cards. Look at the top 4, exile 1 face down, and then put the rest on the bottom. So you look at the top 4 cards, exile 1 face down, pay 1. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if creatures you control have total power 10 or greater. Just a fun little card that I love with mana being able to do extra things. I love it. Just the Sun's Avatar, Command Tower, Mana Vault, Sunfrill Imitator, Chimil, the Inner Sun. Spells you control can't be countered at the beginning of your end step. Discover 5. Fantastic. Makes sense in this deck, right? Sylvan Library, Descendant's Path. I love this. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card that shares a creature type with a creature you control, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast it, put it on the bottom of your library. Let's get through this deck. Let me get my dinosaurs out. Dockside Distortionist, stupid card. Secluded Courtyard, Deflecting Swat, not in my house today. Registrar Alpha. When Registrar Alpha enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. And then other dinosaurs you control have haste. 4/4 for 5. That might not make it in the deck, but for right now, it stays. Return of the Wild Speaker and a generous gift. So, if you enjoyed this deck, Pantlaza, sun-favored, dinosaurs go brrr, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you would put in this deck. Let me know if you played this deck. Let me know if you're a big fan of dinosaurs. Or maybe you just hate dinosaurs and glad they're extinct. Either way, leave a comment, smash the like button, subscribe, and check out the description box down below. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next Deck Tech Bash. Peace.